Welcome to a different video. Now, you're probably asking many questions. 1, why am I looking at a camera? 2, why is there paper towel? 3, what the fuck is this video? So I decided, I've used a lot of cameras over the years, and cameras are a very important part of YouTube. So I wanted to kind of just show off my cameras, how I use them, and all that jazz. I don't know, this is a video I wanted to make. I don't know if it's gonna do well, but who cares? Also, there's paper towels because the desk is really messy. Cameras? Alrighty, so I guess we should probably start with my main camera. Now, this is the Canon PowerShot SX740HS. Also, sorry if anything is weird with this video, like the audio or video, I'm trying here, this is a weird setup, but this is my main camera. If you watched any of my videos, this is what you're seeing, or the one I'm using, which is the exact same. We'll talk about it. But this was I bought this camera originally because when I started this channel, I wanted something kind of affordable, decent quality, flip screen, an actual camera, where you could just take out the SD card and all that. And this kind of fit the bill. It was only $400. I think I got it refurbished from Canon for maybe like $250, and then immediately broke it. It fell off the tripod and the back broke, and I just had to wait a month for the part, which is where this guy comes in. But this camera works pretty good so far. Sorry if you can't see this, but normally with this camera, I'm never using manual mode because for some reason the 4K is locked to the auto mode. Sorry if this is out of focus, by the way. So pretty much the standard routine of things is just make sure the style is set to normal, a daytime white balance normally, although sometimes I change it to auto, like right now, 4K and autofocus, and that's pretty much it. And then everything else is just this little brightness dial. And that's pretty much it. That's one reason I really like this camera, is everything is just simple. You got the flip screen too, which makes things easier. This camera though, the reason why it's my main one is, well, one, it's out of focus. But yeah, the main reason this is my main camera is, I don't know if you can see, it's like splitting there. This part's broken. I doubt the mic is going to pick this up, but it rattles. This thing I dropped like the first day I brought it to school. Fell off the tripod and broke. I've dropped it 1,000 times, and that's why it's the main one. Just because I know otherwise, if I use the other one, like this one, I'm just gonna break it to shit. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Oh god. But yeah, that's pretty much it about this camera. It's been an absolute workhorse. I do plan to upgrade to the Canon M50. But so far this has been a little trooper. This has filmed all the content on the channel, but it has a brother. Holy shit, it's almost like I put the exact same camera down. So yeah, so this is the exact same camera. This is the one I was just recording with, but this one I bought because originally when I broke this one, the part was like $10 on eBay, but it was going to take a month to show up, and I wanted to practice YouTube some more, so I found this on eBay for like $300, and this thing is basically mint. Like, if I cleaned it up, it's basically brand new, and that's why it's the backup camera. I'd rather wreck this one, which has been beat to hell, than beat on the good one, so it makes sense. But there is another camera, there's many other cameras besides this boring ass one, so let's show you one that some people wouldn't even count as a camera. That's right, exciting times. It's a phone. Wow, this barely fits in the shot. I'm also just realizing this looks a lot like Dank Pods and a Scott Stash. Sorry, I'm not trying to rip people off. It's how I thought this format would work good. But yeah, this is my phone. This is another camera of mine. Let me get to the camera app. So yeah, so this is my phone. I don't really use it much. It's a Google Pixel 4a. I used to use my phone as my main camera on my old channel. Not this phone, but my older phone. This I don't really use because, one, this phone has been water damaged maybe 5 times, and the camera's been completely flooded. So it doesn't take the best video anymore. I mean, it does record in 4K 60, but also it's just a hassle to get the footage off of my phone onto my computer, and I'm getting text messages, cool. But I don't know, it's an okay backup camera, for like on the go, but not one of my favorites. We're gonna do this next part all in one big segment. This is called the cameras from the dead, kinda. This is, old cameras that I used to use that, some of them still work, some do not. But the first thing we're going to start with is this. What the fuck is this thing even called? I don't remember. It starts with an A, and it's like the 22600, something like that. I don't know. As you can tell, this one does not work. This boy has been used and abused. This was used on my old channel, which, go check out the old channel. It's kind of weird, kind of interesting. But this camera, I don't think ever made an appearance in a video. I found it at the thrift store for like $20, and it was just kind of like, well, it's a camera, sure. And I tried to film some stuff with it. Nothing really got filmed, but something that did get quite a bit of filming I'm an Android guy, and yet I still own 2 iPhones. I don't know why. So this is the iPhone 4. Now, little explanation on why it's gold. Younger me liked to break his shit. He'd like to color it, decorate it, be just freaking weird, right? So I had a gold Sharpie, and I wanted to paint the phone. Needless to say, it didn't work, and I tried removing it years later. It's kind of crunchy, but I found this also at the thrift store for, I think it was like $10, and this actually made an appearance in a video. Super Paper Mario Episode 1. Show a clip.
My name is Dan. Its name is Tippy.
Full video linked in the description. But yeah, this was the actual camera. I remember trying to use this thing was a pain because I record for long sessions, so I think it was like after 15 minutes, the video would start like unsyncing. And, you know, you had to transfer the files, keep the phone charged, and not to mention it's a freaking iPhone 4, so it's going to be clunky as hell, but, I mean, it did the job at the time. You thought we were done with iPhones? No, dumbass, I mentioned I had 2 of them, so here's another iPhone. This is an iPhone 6. I got this for free from a recycling drive when I was in school, and I don't think I filmed anything with this, but, you know, it's not a bad camera. Also, count how many times I say, winner will win a prize. You know, it's an iPhone 6. I mean, the quality's... And people still use the iPhone 6, so there's your answer on the quality. I mean, it's not bad. Again, I don't like using phones. They're just not my thing. I mean, if I used phones more, like, if I ever need a scene where I need 8 cameras, okay, sure, I'd be using this. But now this next camera is an exciting one. It's nothing expensive, nothing crazy, but, I mean, technically you could say it's my waterproof camera. You know, it's like a GoPro. But this was my first camera. Now, I used to use phones back when I made plush videos, you know, but my first actual proper camera, bring it in, you know, there's a few pieces to it, you know, it's also been charging, you know, bada bing, bada boom, what the fuck is that? So this, I tried to make a video on this at the start of this channel, but it went horribly, so I didn't. This is called the Vivitar DVR 783 HD. It's a thing. So yeah, this was my first camera. Many good memories, you know, pretty much all the plush videos for a while there were, you know, recorded on this. But, you know, I got this for Christmas. I think at the time it was like $50, and now they're 20. You know, I bought it off eBay for like $20 just for a little video, and it didn't go well, so, you know, that happens. But basically, the gimmick with this camera is, you know, it comes with this waterproof case, which, here's the thing. Even though it's a $20 camera, this does work. This actually does work. I've put this underwater in old plush videos. I don't think those ones ever saw the light of day, but I did do a swimming episode, and this thing could survive. I dropped it in the bottom of the pool. You know, it's a cheap case. You know, everything here is cheap. You know, it was like $2. Especially this mount. You know, these little tabs like to break off really easily, but, you know, eventually I have ideas for this camera. But yeah, you know, just looking at it, it's kind of just tiny, small, impractical. You know, let's throw an SD card in it and see what happens. You also gotta love how hard you have to press. We make fun. I don't know how well this is gonna focus. There's like no battery, so I'm just gonna run through this quick. You know, it records in 720p, white balance, daylight, although it doesn't make much of a difference. As you can see, well, it's out of focus, but this camera is really crunchy, and the battery died. But this camera is, good lord baby Jesus, it is bad. Now, there is one more camera, you know, get this garbage out of here, we don't need it. There is one more camera I can talk about, and, it's a little funky. It's a webcam. So this is actually what I use for streaming. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I want to get the Canon M50, and hopefully that would become my streaming camera, but this is my current streaming camera. Now, I tried to use, you know, let me grab it real quick. I tried to use this as my stream cam. The problem is all the menus stay on and the screen turns off. Maybe I'll sit and figure it out, like, today. But the story behind this camera was I was in Walmart, and I wanted to start doing streaming, and this is the C922X, but I think it was marketed as, like, the Pro Stream or something, like, Pro Stream camera. It was, like, $60, and it's, you know, it's a $60 webcam. What can you say? The microphone's shit, the quality is, it's something, you know, it's 1080p 30. Ignore this is just for my tripod, but I mean, it's done the job. I mean, every stream has been used with it. It does the trick. It's okay. But yeah, I think that is everything relating to my cameras. This was just a video I randomly thought of to myself because I saw a GoPro ad, and then it reminded me of this camera, and then it just gave me the idea of like, hey, what if I did a camera video? But yeah, you know, if you like this video, drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new, ring the bell to get notified when I upload, because I try to upload as much as possible. Thanks for watching. Adios.